Welcome back, everyone. After a very exciting match earlier on today, we are here with the second last match of the Mania 7-Key World Cup 2022 Quarterfinals. I am Potassium F here, commentating with Cryolian. How you doing?
Hey, doing fine.
Yeah, doing pretty good, especially for this match. Everyone should be paying extra special attention because we've got an extremely high level and close matchup between these two teams.
Yes, if anything, I also kind of expect this one to go to tiebreaker.
There is a massive potential for this to go to tiebreaker. I think these two teams, even in the seeding, 4th seed versus 5th seed here, ridiculously strong players. Both teams are going to be able to set exceptionally high scores on the maps, and also, to top it all off, we've got a classic Rice versus LN type matchup going on here as well, with Philippines really excelling in all Rice picks so far, and Thailand, of course, having that ridiculously strong LN lineup with Lost Cool.
Yeah, definitely imagine Lost Cool and Miski actually. Both of them, I believe, originated from O2 Jam game, which is primarily very focused on a lot of really hard long note stuff.
Yeah, definitely. That said, I don't think you can really call it that safe against Philippines. Like, Philippines themselves have exceptionally strong long notes, and Thailand having exceptionally strong Rice.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Over from Philippines, we also do have Sunny, who is also an O2 Jam main. So definitely gonna rely on him quite a bit, I would say. But of course, not the rest of the team isn't a slouch either. They can definitely hold their own.
Yeah, I think we've seen basically both of these teams. They've really utilized a lot of their roster, both of them. I don't think I've seen Panic P for Thailand, but the rest of the other 7 players, they've definitely played in qualifiers in round of 16.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe this is a time that we see Panic P make an appearance.
Yeah, different round. Maps are harder than last week, so we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, as I said, there is so much potential going on here. The scores, even if you look at the scores, they're really close. And I think what it might just come down to is the hybrids, and that's going to be an exciting one.
Yes. By the way, Philippines and Thailand both really have a really strong presence in Mania World Cups for quite a while already. And of course, not many people can forget the absolute bangers that happened in 2017 between these two teams. They've only ever faced each other once, and that was probably the best match of the tournament.
Oh, definitely.
Peacebreaker, Arkwin versus Lost Cool. That was the most hype moment of 2017.
And speaking of Arkwin, actually, I believe there is a name change coming in for Philippines. Kura has name changed to, was it My Angel Arkwin?
I believe that was it.
Yeah. So just in case you get confused when you see some unfamiliar names, that is Kura for Philippines.
Yeah, My Angel Arkwin.
Yep. But yep, that is not Arkwin himself. So I'm really excited for this. This is actually going to be really insanely close match, just in general. The one thing I will note though is that I don't expect level 99, L99 to come out very early for either team, because looking at last week's, that's just scary in general for both. We had Lost School getting 999k, and Jose getting 998k.
It is by no means safe. You can probably full combo it. It's just whether the other team is gonna get a better ratio than you or not.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a pick that's saved, if anything, for the very end of the match, because I would be nervous. You would be absolutely nervous as either team. You can't even drop 200s. That level of precision. So I wonder... Oh, we're getting into the match now.
Yeah. Roll time happening. Get your roll predictions in. I'm going with 1 and 100.
That's as good as any. I'll go with 50 and 51 then. Okay, a solid roll for Thailand coming in here. We will see if...
And that is a very nice roll from Kura, but unfortunately not enough.
Yep, so Philippines are going to be the one banning first. Thailand are going to ban second. I don't think their bans are going to be overlapping anyway. Philippines, I wonder, Island Village has been the go-to ban pick for teams that want to ban away the LNs.
Yeah, that could be a good pick. I would imagine maybe Mojito as well.
Yeah, those two definitely the ones. Lowest star rating in the pool, but definitely not the easiest. And they don't know what to ban.
All right. Here is a foolproof strategy. How many maps are there in the pool? 13.
Exclamation mark roll.
Exactly.
Oh, it's okay.
Right,
Sunny is in here. Sunny knows it is going to be Island Village here for the Philippines being banned away. And Thailand, I wonder if we're going to see the trend of Phalanx being banned.
It's possible. It is a super difficult Rice map.
Yeah, something that Philippines will definitely shine in quite a lot. But there's always the potential when we reach teams that are as good as these two. Both teams can play every map, I reckon. But it is going to be Phalanx anyway.
Yeah, they can play anything, but there are some stuff that they would rather not.
Yep. So it is going to be the two that we've seen the most often banned, being banned out of the way here, and we're going to see Thailand with the first pick. So Mojito on the table for Thailand if they want to go with that coordination LN pick first.
Definitely, this seems like the most sensible one. Get your comfort in or not.
We're actually going with Shoujo Gamita. Okay. This is a really interesting pick from Thailand. I would not have expected them to go for the Rice, especially after what Philippines has been showing. Philippines basically been, I would say, one of the best. Maybe even second right after Korea in the tournament in terms of Rice ability.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do have the players for it. Not sure what Thailand's strategy for this is going to be.
Yeah, that said, Philippines has Jose, who is extremely good, but Thailand also have Lost Cool. Mizki as well has been performing really well so far in the tournament. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a close one.
Yeah, I do think Philippines might have a slight accuracy advantage just because Jose is in the lobby. But misses, we've seen quite a fair few of them in this that have decided the match. Even just before China picking up a few misses on this decided the map. So we'll see if they manage to hold their full combos throughout the map.
Yeah, with Rice Tree being a particularly straightforward one, I think misses are not going to be as common. But yeah, still anything can happen. It can definitely trip someone up if they're not too careful. If they get a little bit complacent. Here we go. Jose with the hidden mod. He is kind of a hidden player. He can play hidden. I'm not too sure if it's his main go-to mod.
I feel like I've seen half-half for Jose.
Yeah, he can if he wants to.
But that accuracy, off to a little bit of a shaky start for Jose, but very, very quickly building up to that 99.8. And it looks like Philippines will actually have a little bit of an accuracy lead here. Mizki lagging behind, not that much actually. 99.7 still being the lowest in the lobby right now.
Yeah, dropping down to 99.69 or 65, I believe now.
Oh, and that's a miss.
Yeah, that's already gonna be pretty detrimental to Thailand's side though.
Yeah, now Philippines with a really solid lead. They have this accuracy advantage on top of that miss as well, with Mizki down at 99.5 because of that drop. My Angel Arquin and Lost Cool both at 99.8%, holding on to those full combos, and Jose not that far behind at all, but Mizki finds another miss.
Yeah, Mizki's taking another drop, and that is going to extend the lead further into Philippines' side. And over this part here is just a very simple court, nothing much going on. It's just accuracy farming for Kura and Lost Cool.
Yeah, and now there's only one real dense section left in the map. That's going to be Thailand's last opportunity, but not if Mizki finds another. That's 3 misses now.
Immediately, right, transitioning into the really denser court streams and quite a few brackets as well.
There's going to need to be somewhat of a collapse from Philippines pretty soon if Thailand want to be able to take their own pick.
I don't know. I don't really see any misses coming from Philippines side anytime soon.
They're just looking way too comfortable on this. Still 99.8 from both My Angel Arquin and Lost Cool.
Or a little bit of a decent happen, but Mizki does find himself another break. He finishes first. Yeah, double FC over from side of Philippines.
That is a clean win there. 2 100s actually from Philippines, but 2 200s from My Angel Arquin and 3 200s from Lost Cool. Those are some ridiculously high scores here. Philippines, that's a 991.5k average.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And that first pick, that really backfired on Thailand here. As we thought, you do not want to face Philippines on the rice picks.
Yeah, unless you're absolutely confident, 100%, you can get the FC and also potentially outact a couple of the players.
Yeah, I think without those misses from Mizki, it might have been pretty close for Thailand given Lost Cool's accuracy, but unfortunately Philippines just too consistent at that, and now they are going to have the next pick after a first breakpoint coming on here.
Yeah, Philippines with the power of choice, they might just stick with the rice picks, get their comfort maps in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Carnation's still up. We also have Popper's Chronicle if they want to get into a little bit of a physically harder rice map.
Yeah, and there it is, Carnation.
We're sticking with the chord streams for now. I mean, they've worked out brilliantly for Philippines so far. And now it's on Thailand for the rest of the match to try and find this breakpoint back.
I think we're pretty much going to see the same roster for both these teams again. Jose and Kura for Philippines and Lost Cool and Mizki for Thailand.
Yeah, this is going to be, I believe, most of the rice picks are going to stay relatively similar in the rosters for both teams. Maybe we'll see some switches when it gets to the LN maps.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Should be starting anytime soon. Alright, getting into it, we see Jose once again with the hidden. And the same for everyone else going Nomad.
Yeah, so this is Philippines' big opportunity to get off to a pretty hefty momentum lead early on in the match. We'll see how the players can handle these 220 BPM chord streams.
Yeah, it's a lot faster compared to Shoujo Gamita, but it is a little bit lighter, but it is also faster.
Yeah, we've seen many more breaks on Carnation so far in the matches so far, but at the start it looks like all 4 players holding on the combo, but it is an accuracy lead for Philippines. Mizki dropping below 99 earlier, but definitely bringing up that accuracy pretty quickly.
I was just gonna say as long as he managed to keep that combo, but doesn't. And
Yeah,
actually dropping
unfortunate
below 99% right now. This Carnation might be a bit too fast for him.
Yeah, below 99%, and on the other side here, Philippines double 4 combo, both with 99.7. We're on pace for another 990k average from the Philippines if they keep this up for the rest of the map. But Thailand's sure hoping they're not going to keep it up, because they are going to need some pretty hefty drops from the Philippines if they want to be able to come back in this map.
Ooh, pretty dense section there, but nobody finding any breaks. This does look good for both teams. But unfortunately, with Miski trailing in combo, that is going to be a little bit hard to catch up. Unless Philippines manages to find breaks of their own, but approaching 2000 combo doesn't seem like they're going to let up anytime soon. Map is also almost over.
Yeah, there's going to need to be some pretty massive breaks from Philippines side. Lost Cool's still holding in there, tying Jose actually right now, but it's just not going to be enough. Philippines do not mess up whatsoever.
Yeah, that ending section, the absolute densest part of the map, was probably Thailand's best chance of hoping that Philippines catches a miss, but they don't.
Man, these 200 counts as well. 5, 5, and 6 in the lobby right now. And that is basically a 990k average here from Philippines as well. Just way too comfortable with a map of this level as well.
So 2 rice picks and also 2 points for the Philippines, and now Thailand going immediately with 8-bit Voyager, taking our first steps into the long notes.
Yeah, perhaps something like this was what they should have picked first, but we'll see how this ends up turning out. We know that Thailand is very strong in the long notes. And I expect some switch outs here from the Philippines, typically switching out between the rice and the long note picks in the past.
We'll see if they continue that tradition for this.
And we will see Jose leaving the lobby here. And all 4 players from the Philippines actually are extremely capable at a lot of different maps. So I think Lack Points or Sani could be coming in here, depending on who is more comfortable with this map.
It does look like Lack Points has entered the lobby, so this might be their pick, this might be their man for the job.
And that actually does also come with an interesting advantage of not really of being able to conserve stamina a little bit better for the team of Philippines with more of a varied roster on their side. Whereas on Thailand, I believe Lost Cool and Miski are going to be the main 2 players that stay on for much longer.
Yeah, Philippines just has a lot of options in terms of their roster. But Thailand, they also do have capable players, but Lost Cool and Miski is kind of like pretty much on a different level compared to the rest of their team. Not saying that the rest of their team is bad, but Lost Cool and Miski just are that good.
Yeah, they are absolutely insane. I think we are going to see the full extent of Lost Cool throughout this map as well. Definitely one of the best LN players in the tournament.
Yeah, and best LN players in the tournament, and we might be able to see why in just a short moment.
So here we go into it. Thailand's second pick, one that they absolutely want to be winning now. Already at 2-0 down in the match.
Lost Cool opting for a mirror. And see if that helps in any way. Starting off, Miski taking a drop down to 99%. Okay, these quintuple anchors right here, I really want to see what happens if someone mistimes those.
Oh, we've seen a lot of that. But oh, my Angel Arquin actually the highest score in the lobby that was before the miss. But now Thailand are going to be edging out a little bit of an advantage. Actually, Philippines still has the accuracy lead. This might not swing to Thailand just yet. And Lost Cool finds a miss.
Lost Cool, lost combo.
He indeed lost his cool a little bit there. But it's still very close.
It is down to Miski to be able to maintain that full combo, and this section right here with the tiny inverse, definitely a really tricky section to nail.
But the accuracy advantage is not that big for Philippines. Lost Cool finding another miss, that's going to be big though.
Yeah, now Shield Notes definitely caught him off guard.
The Philippines are going to start to run away with this actually. We're halfway through the map. Still plenty of time for Thailand to come back, but they're going to need to rely on Philippines finding some misses here or there. And just as I say that...
There it comes. Lag points. I believe they just lost their full combo and now it's just Miski.
And Miski with the only full combo left. I think there's going to need to be a little bit more drops from the Philippines if Thailand want to come back. Philippines do have that accuracy advantage overall.
Yeah, also worth pointing out that Miski with the full combo also currently has the lowest accuracy, so that is also going to be a little bit hard to maintain.
Oh, my Angel Arquin with a big miss there. It's towards the end of the map. I don't think it's going to be enough by itself, but it's going to make the lead very small if there's any mess up towards this end part. But Miski dropping the full combo right at the end, and that's going to be a second break point now for the Philippines.
Oh my word, that break was actually devastating.
So unfortunate to break that full combo right at the end, but very close overall. Look at all of these scores. We're getting 980, 979, 977, and 969 as well being the lowest. That is extremely high, actually. I think we've had matches on this map where that has far exceeded the highest score.
Yeah, that's just like... that's just unimaginable. Like, how absurd that is.
And Philippines now, they are massively in the driver's seat. But I think they are going to be wanting to go right back towards that rice pool. We still have 3 maps in there. I think they might just go for something like Popper's Chronicle.
You can definitely see that. Trillion Shores might be a little bit too on the nose for them. L99 is just completely 50-50.
L99 is a little bit too risky, yeah, I agree. If there's something that Philippines might be a little bit more comfortable in, maybe have a bit of a larger accuracy lead so even a miss won't matter as much.
No, we actually also haven't even touched on the hybrids yet, but we're gonna have to wait a while longer as we see Popper's Chronicle come out.
So it will be Popper's Chronicle. One of the harder rice picks left, but something that Philippines is definitely going to be very comfortable with. Looks like Thailand actually opting for a switch here over to Harlem Shake.
Time to see what they can do. Are we also maybe going to see Jose come back in?
I would definitely expect.
Lat Point has done his duty, taking that point, helping take that point for Philippines on 8-bit Voyager. Harlem Shake, as you see, subbing in for Miski.
And we should be getting Jose back in the lobby as well. One of the main carries for Philippines in the rice section.
So right now, 3-0 for the Philippines. Thailand really needs to hope for some unfortunate stuff happening on the Philippine side.
Yeah, it's
we might be looking at another potential sweep. I don't want to say that, but with the way this is going, I'm not too sure if Thailand's chances are really good right now.
Oh, but you know, you say 3-0 is pretty bad, but you know what else was 3-0?
Right.
China.
Right.
Yeah, China just then.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
And also Taiwan versus
Chile, right?
Chile, yes. Taiwan versus Chile was 3-0 for Taiwan at the start.
Right.
Chile managed to take it in the end. Same thing just happened with Indonesia versus China. So we'll see if it happens a third time in 1 week.
Will we be able to see Thailand force a tiebreaker or perform the reverse sweep?
But this is definitely a map that it will be very difficult to get that started on because Philippines has been on a roll with these Rise picks so far.
Yeah, starting out, we do see Jose back in with the hidden mod, and Harlem Shake coming in, holding a pretty decent accuracy. Lowest in the lobby, but it's still 99.7, so there is still hope for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Any misses from either team is going to switch it. Oh, but both teams at the same time.
Literally the same note. And
coming from Boji is quite significant, though, because Boji having an exceptionally high accuracy before then. Still going to be Philippines in the lead because of that accuracy, though. And Harlem Shake dropping below 99%, really struggling on some of those patterns.
Yeah, that polyrhythm was very tricky to time, probably. Really impressed at how like Kura and Law School still managed to hold on to that 99.8.
Definitely exceptional accuracy from them. Jose actually finding another miss, but Harlem Shake trades it out. And this accuracy lead is still growing here. 98.7 now for Harlem Shake, but Jose is on 99.5.
Yeah, taking another drop and another one. That is not looking too good. That lead is getting pretty distant. About 40,000 points ahead.
And Harlem Shake now struggling to combo the map at this point. Very physically demanding in general. We still do see one full combo per team. It's just that difference in Jose right now.
Yeah. Jose may not have the full combo, but his accuracy more than makes up for it.
And we're at the very end of the map. It's going to be a very comfortable win in the end here for Team Philippines. Jose missing at the very last note.
Okay, taking that miss, because why not?
Oh, wow. Again, these 200 counts. 1 200 for my Angel Arquin, 2 for Lost Cool. Lost Cool is, however, going to take the MVP off of the back of that ratio. But all around, massively scary performance from Team Philippines on these Rise picks. I think Thailand, they're going to have to start winning some of these. Some of the long, I think Thailand basically have to win every long note map from this point on.
Yeah, but we are gonna start the first hybrid pick. Power Sands.
Throwing a little bit of a curveball here, picking something that they haven't played yet, which Thailand, I mean, they need to take a little bit of risk here, so it makes a lot of sense.
I'm so excited.
Right, Power Stance, Twitch chat, prepare your beat.
Don't stand a chance.
They are preparing them.
Look at all that blood!
We're in for a long map here, and we're seeing lack points coming back in for the Philippines now.
Over for Thailand, it does look like Harlem Shake is gonna stay on for Power Sands. So far, Arquin and Law School have been playing, has played all the maps for this match.
They're looking like the two all-around carries for their respective teams here. And they really have kind of countered each other in most maps, getting basically very similar scores in basically every map so far. It's really just come down to the second player on both teams, Philippines being a little bit more consistent overall so far in the match.
Yeah, for Philippines, both the players, they definitely, their scores are a lot closer to each other, whereas for Thailand, Lost Cool almost certainly has a pretty sizable lead over their counterpart.
Battle focus. Commitment. Sheer will. Don't stand a chance. See that stance? Power stance.
Alright, starting off, still full combos all around.
Well, off to a little bit of a shaky start for lack points here, but Harlem Shake finding a miss, actually dropping a lot in accuracy as well. It's giving Philippines a bit of an early lead, but lack points finding a miss right back.
Yeah, Lack Points also finding himself below the 99% mark, but Harlem Shake is on the worst end of that. Actually almost losing out his 98%. And
Harlem Shake, yeah, the beeps here. But Harlem Shake definitely needs to bring that accuracy back up to be able to contend with lack points right now.
Yeah, Lack Points has made his way back up above 99%, but Harlem Shake finds himself another break. And this part right here, also very tricky with the mini jacks and the occasional shield. There's occasional shield. He also finds himself missing that Angel Arquin finds himself the first break, only Lost Cool remaining with that FC.
That was a pretty big accuracy drop as well from my Angel Arquin, down from 99.6 to 99.3. But it's not quite enough to outweigh this difference. Harlem Shake down to low 98s now.
Oh, this section is not really that dense, so they can take a moment to compose themselves.
About a 15,000 point lead right now for the Philippines, but we've seen so many breaks in this section, and Harlem Shake, every match one person breaks in that part. There's going to need to be a lot of breaks in this second half if Thailand want to be able to come back in the match. I definitely do think if Harlem Shake somehow manages to stabilize, try to raise that accuracy as much as he possibly can. The accuracy, like Lost Cool's accuracy right now is actually insane.
Yeah, 99.7, but Harlem Shake, as you said, he definitely needs to bring that accuracy up. Back into the chorus, another pretty dense section, very similar to the one we saw in the beginning.
Yeah, very much similar in difficulty as the first half here. Harlem Shake finding another miss, both Philippines players holding on strong. This lead just is not changing so far throughout this second half.
As we move into the final moments of the map pretty soon, Harlem Shake finds himself another break. Yeah, his Harlem Shake's accuracy has not really changed that much since like the very early stages of the map. But as I say that, it does find its way down below 98%.
And these combos right here, all three other players are just not missing. Completely full comboing the second half of the map, which is just, this is crazy. This is an FC from Lost Cool. Is this 990k? Oh, it is.
Exactly 990k. Well, give or take.
And 3 points.
990k plus 3.
And I think that's definitely the best score we've seen so far on this map. And it's been played quite a lot as well. But unfortunately for Thailand, this is Philippines now on match point, winning 3 break points in a row.
Yeah, we might be on the verge of a sweep. Not too sure what Thailand has left in the tank.
They're going to need to pull off the impossible here and reverse sweep Philippines. And Philippines, they still have a couple of those rice picks up their sleeve. I do think Thailand can definitely win L99, but Curlian Shores, that might be dangerous.
I'm so excited.
We might see just that. Really not sure if Philippines should just like take a risk and go for something else, be a little bit experimental, or just straight for Killian Shores, take the point, take the dub.
I mean, if they're feeling really confident in their consistency right now, they could just go straight for L99, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
That is what they do.
This would be a very dangerous one if the scores of the match were tied, but Philippines have a little bit more breathing room to work with Thailand under a lot more pressure. And this is not a map you want to be playing under pressure.
Yeah, come to think of it, actually L99 might be a very good pick, because as you said, Thailand is under a lot of pressure, on the verge of being swept, so this might be something that they're getting really nervous on.
Yeah, they've got no breathing room in the match, and also this is a map that has no breathing room in and of itself. We are expecting some like 990k plus scores from Philippines right now. So Thailand, I mean, you can barely afford to drop 200s here. You have to be dead on center with these judgments, and if you miss, it could just be game over for Thailand.
Yeah, eyes are going to be on Harlem Shake quite a bit because, as we've seen, they have not been the best player for Thailand in quite a while. Like their scores are not bad, but yeah, with facing a team like Philippines where both of their players are going to be very consistently close with each other, it is a little bit harrowing to think that.
Yeah, absolutely. Harlem Shake and Mizki both have actually had some extremely good scores so far. It's just that when the other three players in the match are so like absurdly good, it's hard to look good.
Oh, we have 3 mods right now. 2 hiddens and a mirror.
Oh,
the
2
hidden coming from
hiddens.
Harlem Shake.
Hidden coming in from Harlem. Okay, that's interesting. Perhaps just a way of being able to read the density of the chord jacks a little bit more easily. Right out the gate here, small accuracy advantage for the Philippines. Harlem Shake dropping in accuracy just a little bit, 99.2.
Yeah, Harlem Shake actually seems to be dragging a little bit. A lot of their hits are kind of a little bit on the later side, but as the song picks up, it does seem to get a little bit more on track.
Oh, that's a miss from Harlem Shake there.
At this point, only a miss from Jose or Kura will be able to save it. Law School, though, hold it at 99.91 as Harlem Shake finds themselves another break.
Yeah, Jose and My Angel Aquin, they only need to focus on their combo. Accuracy now not a factor.
Yeah, accuracy to them is going to be irrelevant.
But Harlem Shake
really has a lot of carrying to do. As you said, Harlem Shake really not having a fun time with this.
Yeah, we can see Lost Call and My Angel Aquin with 99.9%, both of them cancelling out each other with some ridiculously high accuracies. But Jose, actually My Angel Aquin finding a miss.
Oh, yeah, that is a start.
But there is a lot that needs to be done for Thailand to be able to win this back. This accuracy lead is gigantic. 98% Harlem Shake is struggling just a little bit with the density, it seems.
Yeah, at this point, I think a GG is inevitable, unless someone from the Philippines might disconnect. Other than that, I don't really see Thailand having a chance to come back from this.
You tried to curse it, but unfortunately it is definitely looking like the sweep is about to be completed.
I did not consciously try to curse them. let me just put this out there. I'm not consciously trying to curse them.
But all that is left to be seen so far are what are the ratios going to be here for both Lost Cool and My Angel Arkwin.
99.9 from Lost Cool.
Oh, second miss
Arkwin
there.
finds the break, but that is not going to matter.
1 to 20 from Lost Cool.
1 to 20 and 2 200s. But that is going to be it. Philippines completes the sweep.
Yeah, actually, this is a really unexpected sweep from the Philippines, but well-deserved from the Philippines. They played absolutely insanely.
Yeah, speaking of absolutely insane, yeah, shout out to Jose for that V1SS there.
Yeah, V1SS, no 200s, but Lost Cool ending up with the higher score just from that ridiculous ratio.
Yeah, Mania is the ratio game, an accuracy game.
But that said, Thailand, although they did lose the match, they are not out of the tournament just yet. This was a winner's bracket match. Philippines will be moving on in the winner's bracket semifinals, I believe, to verse South Korea.
Yes, South Korea. That's one coming out of a titan of a country against another one.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen Philippines impress us quite a lot today, but next week is going to be a whole different beast against the single team that's the most favorited to win the tournament, of course. While I believe Thailand are going to be facing in the losers bracket next week against Chile. So another strong matchup there in the losers bracket.
Yeah, it is going to be Philippines taking on Chile in the losers bracket.
For now, though, that will be it for today's stream. The next match, the last one we have, is going to be in about 2 hours, just over 2 hours. And that is going to be... Actually, is that even in 2 hours? Is that in 1 hour?
It's 2.5.
It's 2.5. 2 hours, 20 minutes about. That's going to be Malaysia versus Japan, which is yet another winner's bracket match between two ridiculously strong teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, in recent times, like even 2020 and up to 2021, Malaysia versus Japan has been done a lot, especially in 4 key.
Yeah, this is a classic 4 key match.
They just can't seem to get enough of each other.
Of course, the most recent time they versed was in that finals in last year's World Cup where they went to tiebreaker.
Yep.
So let's hope something similar happens here in the 7 key World Cup, but for now, we will be saying goodbye for about 2 hours. Make sure to stay tuned for that last match. In the meantime, though, we do have profile banners on sale in the store, so if you want to support the team that you want to win the tournament, or if you just want to support the World Cup, make sure to go and buy one of those. So anything else you wanted to add, Cryo?
Not really, except for GGWP once again. Philippines and Thailand both played really well. Also, yeah, profile banners, go get them. You won't regret it.
Yeah, that'll be all from us then. We will see you next time.
Take care.